This is lower here than it is up there.
But I feel like I can literally see it diving that way too.
Yeah, it probably is.
I just don't get that because this is the newer part of the house. Last weekend, Dalton came up here by himself and he did all the floor stuff. So I'll have him kind of explain what he did. I stayed home because I didn't feel like there was really much for me to do and I was not going to endure another weekend of allergies. But right now, everything has dried up. It is dead, so I think I'm good. 2 days ago, my dad was up here with his guys and they did all the electrical. They rewired the whole house. So I'll also show you that.
So last weekend, I was up here. I replaced the ledger board that sat here. It was all rotted out. From what I could tell, it looks like there was termites at one point. And the concrete base is really uneven. So it was going to be a lot of work to be able to get one continuous beam in there to get the floor level. Because like this side was maybe like 4 inches is what it needed for the floor to be level out here. And then say here, it was maybe like 4.5 inches to make sure that the floor was level. And then over here, maybe it was only like 3.5. So I ended up just cutting separate supports for each joist. That way the floors will be level in the end. I also put jacks under the floor. You can still see them under here. And ran string lines and lasers across the floor and then lifted it all to the right point, which when we originally tore the concrete out of this room, we were curious why there was an extra 2 inches of concrete in this room, because it was a lot higher than this room was. Well, now we're kind of back to this room being 2 inches higher. So we found out why there was 2 inches of concrete in here, because if the floors are level out here, they're naturally about 2 inches higher than this room. So I think they originally poured concrete in here back at some point when this room was level. But after years of that ledger rotting out, it made this floor slough down. So in our mind, this floor was too high and this floor was low. But in reality, this one had just sunk from the wood rotting. And so we are going to have to bring this back up. But I don't regret pulling the concrete out of here that was in here, because it wasn't done nicely anyway. It was very heaved in some spots and low in others. So it wouldn't have worked for us anyway. So I think it's still going to work out for the better that we did get rid of it in here. Another thing we need to address that I was thinking through last weekend is the fact that these walls are not connected to anything.
They're literally floating.
Just floating, and they should be load bearing. Like the way the trusses are running, these are technically load bearing walls. So it's just wild to see that it's just been hanging like this for who knows how long. So we need to get some good support under here. We'll have to just reframe all of this doorway and redo this entire area.
So we'll show you the electrical. I don't know if we showed you guys before, but behind this door was a really old sketchy panel. So that's gone. We'll show you just starting in the garage, future bedroom. Got a new service. We got some cans in here. And then go in the kitchen. Got all new wiring. Future lights. Bunch of can lights in this room. And then I wired us up some new outlets. This back room, we were planning on keeping all the sheetrock because when we had the sheetrocker come, he said he could see him being able to work with it and we wouldn't have to replace all of it. But when my dad came in here to do the electrical, he's like, oh yeah, none of the electrical is grounded in here. So that meant that they had to tear out sheetrock to fix all of the electrical. So we said just do it. They also tore apart this closet for us. And we decided to just get rid of the sheetrock in here as well, on the ceiling in the bathroom. But we're kind of kicking ourselves that we just didn't rip out all the sheetrock from the start. We've had to do demo every freaking weekend because we didn't just do it all at the same time. And it's learning. We're learning how to do this. I mean, it's our first house that we've really had to gut, and we didn't really realize that. So, but I think our biggest regret was the first day. We should have just came in, ripped all the sheetrock out in every room, and the floors up, and then just start from that point, because I think we would have been a lot further along.
So the plan for today is to unload all of the subflooring out of the trailer and hopefully work on getting this area leveled up with the rest of the floors. I don't know if we'll actually get to laying the subfloor down, but at least get this part of the house ready to be able to put the subfloor on it, and hopefully do the same thing in the bathroom. There we go. Maybe it'd be easier if you do this side.
What are these?
We'll switch on the next one. Maybe we can carry it this way.
Oh yeah.
Out there. I think it might be a little faster if I just do it myself.
Okay.
Honestly. Nothing against you, but I just want to
Okay, so change of plans. Dalton just finished cleaning up under the house, and yeah, under there too. And then I finished with all the nails over here. So we were gonna originally work on maybe covering the floor, but then he realized we need to have the plumber run water through all the plumbing to make sure that there's no leaks anywhere. So we're going to hold off on that. In the meantime, Dalton is just pulling these
old door casing
out
so that we can fit an actual standard door, because they had these weird little accordion doors that were here before.
So these doors, this one will be the coat closet because we plan on closing it off around here, and this will be the pantry. So each of these doors were a little smaller. So we are just gonna make sure that it is the same size as all the other doors in the house. So that's where we're at.
Well, my idea is kind of good, kind of not. If I take that off, and then, oh, I could just rip some pieces down. If I rip that off, then it's going to be the same level as this, which this is getting a layer on top of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I have to put 2 layers over there.
Okay. Well.
So at that point, maybe it is easier just to go on top. You know, why tear all of it up to shim the joist, to put a layer on it, to put another layer on it? Why not just shim on top of it right now? You know what I mean?
Is this whole part level?
No, that's why we had to fix it.
So you're just gonna have to shim on top, as you're thinking.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
To make it like level, to put like a perfect piece of wood on top.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I get what you're saying.
I'm going off of this floor.
Right.
Because this is the highest point. We can't make this floor go lower.
Right.
We can bring everything else up.
Right.
But we can't make this go lower.
Okay.
Because, you know, the joists are where they are. You can't make them go any lower. But you can bring everything else up to match this. Which here, they're roughly the same. You know, a difference of like, you know, boards.
I can see it like kind of go down, like dive a little bit.
Well, it's really diving this way. Like over here.
Oh, yeah.
This is lower here than it is up there.
But I feel like I can literally see it diving that way too.
Yeah, probably is.
I just don't get that because this is the newer part of the house. It's just because all that fireplace stone was so heavy, probably. You think?
I don't know. I really don't know unless I looked under it.
Yeah.
The whole thing is touching, and it is dead on, like level as can be right there. You know, this spot, obviously, you can see it's sag in the floor right there. It's dead on, level, and both ends are touching. So that means that that side is the same as that floor.
So it's just the middle.
It's just a little saggy in the middle, I think, between the... Well, these are probably 4x8, so 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, these would run the other way because the joists are running this way on this side, just like the upper ones. So I wonder if we do just pull them and just double it up right here.
Whatever you think.
I think if we put the sheets across there right now,
like the way it is,
yeah,
it would be too high.
Well, I just think maybe in time they would sag also.
Well, okay, so what if we just brought in one of those and lay it here?
What I was thinking, yeah.
And then you can just see what it looks like.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
And then you kind of have an idea of like what it's going to look like, yeah. Where do you want to put it?
Right here. I'm gonna group together. Here, I'm gonna push this sheet all the way to the corners because we can.
Oh, let me go get a little broom.
Let's see how it clips together.
Mixed together.
I think this stuff's gonna take up a lot of the problem. Okay. That way is not so good.
Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna start working on this pile of garbage. And then the one on the other side of the dump trailer. Love, I was kind of thinking maybe we could try and keep some of these boxes and those lights would fit in them.
If you want.
I don't really know
if you wanted, you could keep a couple pieces of that insulation and wrap them up in it. Then they won't break. Get a box, put insulation in it, and then put a light in it, and then go light, insulation, and then another layer of insulation on top, and then light. Just pack insulation around them. You have gloves on. So.
I know it's kind of like dirty right now, but those lights are pretty. So I figured like where they're kind of like mid-century modern, we're not really going to use it in this house, that I could potentially list it on Marketplace and see what I could get for it. I'm dumb and broke one like a few weeks ago, and so we only have, instead of 4 lights with all of the bulbs, we have 4 with 1 missing a bulb, so that sucks. But hopefully we can get these home and I can get them cleaned up and list them on Marketplace. This is kind of what I got going, and then I'll put like a layer on top. Pretty.
Hey guys, we did nothing today. It was kind of an uneventful day because I think we're both overworked and unsure of what we're doing. So it was
very discouraged.
There's a lot of analysis and not a lot of work getting done. What did we do? We measured for all the doors and windows so we can actually order them and get them here. I cleaned up all the crap that was in the crawl space because there was sheetrock garbage in there, there was plumbing garbage in there, electrical garbage in there, rotted wood. So I just cleaned all that up. We can't do the flooring yet till the plumber comes. And what else did we do? We tore some sheetrock out that needed to be tore out.
Yeah, he took kind of that wall out.
I mean, part of it was bringing the subfloor material, like just getting that in the trailer and bringing it. So that
and we took a big load to the dump, which we needed to do because now it cleared up the front yard. So when our plumber comes, he can dig the new trench to
for the main line
to the street. So we needed to get that done.
Yeah. Tore out all the old doorways in preparation for the new doors.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
Nope. We're discouraged and tired of this. So let's go home.